dysfunction slowly killing me inside. Change is gonna come even though Bobby was implied. Is it too much to ask for a Saban or a Kiffin? I know it's stupid, it's silly wishing. Just need somebody with some grit and flash and flair. Who will be the answer to our Razorback? Can I get you a drink? Will we find a new lane? This coaching search could drive a man insane. Just tell me, Hunter, that you got a good plan. Well, has anybody heard from the chicken man? Don't make a hire swiftly or rashly. You ever heard of this cat, Red Lashley? Don't make the same mistakes that you've made before. We've got Arkansas pride that must be restored.
Live from the Busch Light Studios with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft, and produced by Colton Little. This is the Morning Rush.
Still got about another month of this until the next Arkansas head coach is announced. Might be longer than that. Things can change between now and then, as they know. But I thought we'd have some fun this morning as we get going on Think Tank Thursday. We've got a list of coaching, Tommy, air quotes, candidates, and I want the first word or phrase from you, Colton, and I'll get on the action too when we start rattling some of these off. Like, what is your initial thoughts? First thing that pops into your mind. Again, major air quotes on some of these names that we're gonna play for you this morning. But this should be an entertaining thing as we get going.
All right, that's the way we planned it, at least, right? So
the goal
is to be entertaining. We'll see if we can live up to it. Hey, if you haven't downloaded the Hit That Line Now app, it is delivered by Taco Bell, where you can satisfy your daytime cravings with the Cantina Chicken menu lineup today. It's the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell. With our app, you can listen live anywhere you go, anywhere around the world. You can listen to our podcast. You can watch this show. We can wave to you right in your own camera. All these things that you can do with the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell.
All right, let's start with the current interim.
Bobby Petrino.
First thing that pops in your head.
Solid.
Colton?
Motorcycle. That's the first
You
thing.
just can't get over it, huh?
That's the first thing.
Were you even born when that happened?
I was in middle school.
Middle school, all right.
Attainable? That's the one that pops in my head.
All right.
All right, so that's Petrino, and you can get at us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, whether it's Bobby Petrino or any of the other coach. We rattle off. Who's kind of the second coach you think of? Like, Petrino's the first one that I think everyone goes to, has an opinion on. Who's the second? Who kind of goes in? Like,
I think it's flavor of the day right now.
Okay.
But I think James Franklin's been the flavor of the week.
Where is Franklin on this list? Is he top right, Colton?
He's white, so the white coaches that don't have
James Franklin.
Okay.
They're color coded.
Flavor of the day?
Why did you make James? Okay. Do what? Flavor of the day. What? That's the sounder for James Franklin?
No, it's
James Franklin.
Oh, okay.
You said flavor of the day, and you said James Franklin.
I think he's flavor of the week. Unattainable.
Unattainable.
I think he's going to go to a UCLA.
Virginia
I think
Tech.
he's going to go wherever Lane Kiffin doesn't in the Florida LSU sweepstakes, something like that. I don't think it's Virginia Tech. I think Virginia Tech's maybe a half tick below our job, and I don't think it's for. I think it's bigger than Virginia Tech or Arkansas.
Easier to make the playoff at Virginia Tech. They have a big bunch of money coming in to support that athletic program. He's an East Coast guy, lots of recruiting ties in that area. That'd be a huge hire for VT.
Oh, it'd be huge for VT, yeah.
Well,
I just think he can do better than VT or Arkansas.
Can he? I mean, he's never won a playoff game. I don't think he's won any conference championships anywhere he's been. He's a good coach.
They won
You know,
one. They won one.
One in Penn State.
They won one at Penn State.
Yeah. When did SMU they beat?
They beat a playoff team.
SMU.
But they didn't win it. The conference championship, I think, was the inaugural Big Ten one back in 2014.
Okay, I thought you said he had won a playoff.
No,
game.
I did, and that was wrong.
Okay.
I forgot about last year when they slaughtered SMU.
Right.
But I mean, Virginia Tech makes.
Now they had a
sense to
pass.
me.
They played SMU, and who else did they play?
They lost to Notre Dame
because they had to bye,
on
right?
that late interception that Drew Auer threw, and then Notre Dame kicked the game winner and went. Think about that. if Aller doesn't throw that pick and Penn State goes on to win that game, he's still there right now. But because of what occurred then, I think we were kind of going back and forth on the word fit. I think James Franklin fits here. I think he'd be a good recruiter. I think he would have moderate success.
Oh, he would. He's the belle of the ball right now, right? Is he the most? Is it him or is it? Maybe this would be a better Morning Rush Daily question. But it would be him or Lane Kiffin. Who would be the most desirable candidate out there right now? Now, I think without question, Franklin's the best one on the beach
for Arkansas.
Anybody?
I think Lane Kiffin.
Okay.
I think Lane Kiffin has a higher ceiling than James Franklin.
You know what Lane Kiffin hadn't done this year? He hadn't been fired. So that helps too in winning over your support locally.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do one more Arkansas connection.
Dowell Loggins.
Not ready. I know that's 2 words. Not ready.
Well, you could pick a word or phrase, and I was going to say not there yet. So basically the same thing. But you pointed out at some point this year, Eli had 1 year under his belt at Appalachian State, and look at the amount of success he's having.
Mm-hmm.
So some coaches just have it. There's early success. Others have to go through trials, tribulations, getting fired multiple times, and whatnot.
He's got good pedigree. Been in a lot of places.
I was going to say versatile for Dowell Loggins. He's coached in the NFL.
And I hope Dow gets a chance someday, but Dow needs to have some success that's on his own. You really look at the NFL record. You look at the places he's been. It's a mixed bag.
I know South Carolina would love to have him back in Columbia.
Yeah.
The way that offense has been as putrid as they had. So
I'm rooting for him, though. I would love for Dow to get a chance. I don't think it's now, but I think somewhere down the road, if success follows him at App State, maybe he goes somewhere else, then it's Arkansas.
HR guy, back to the initial clip we played of Bobby Petrino. Is Bobby on the other colleges short list for coaching candidates? That should tell you, besides Arkansas, that should tell you everything.
Well, who
Probably
knows
nowhere in Power 4.
Huh?
Probably nowhere in Power 4.
But we don't know that. We don't hear fan bases talking about it.
Okay.
But I would agree, not Power 4, but I still think Group of 5, if we mess around and we're trying to chase James Franklin and Lane Kiffin and all these big names that make a splash, he could slip out and be gone to, we've talked about this multiple times, be gone to a Group of 5 school that's going to lose a coach to a Power 4 job or has an opening or whatever, and then where you at? You're back to Chad Morris.
I don't expect John Sumrall to stay put. I don't expect Ryan Silverfield to stay put. I don't expect Alex Golish to stay put in South Florida.
Those are all 3 great names that are good examples of what I'm talking about.
And you think Petrino would entertain Memphis, South Florida, or Tulane, or they entertain them?
If Arkansas is not going to give him the job, he's not going to hang around here while those jobs get filled and then end up without a job. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't blame him if he jumped on South Florida.
And those are all good landing spots.
Oh, yeah.
Dillingham could move on from his alma mater.
UAB has an opening. I don't think it stacks up with those other 3 jobs. But, I mean, of those 3, I'd take South Florida because I wouldn't want to live in Memphis or New Orleans. But, you go where because they can pay multi-millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
3-ish probably, 3 to 4. And they would do very well to have Bobby Petrino as a head coach.
So that's what's going on at Arkansas. Again, you've got another at least a month, Tommy. We're 1 day out from Halloween. I think, if I remember correctly, Chad Morris was named the head coach on December 6th. So I'm going to get, is that kind of a timeline you're thinking that they're going to name the head coach?
Day that will live in infamy.
Yeah, a month and a week, around kind of at least a month. I mean, they're not.
I don't think it goes that. It shouldn't go that far. Hunter's had plenty of time. Now, if you're chasing a coach that's in the playoff,
yeah, that's what
But are you? Maybe I'm not setting my. I think I'm setting my sights on what's reality for Arkansas. It's not that I don't want to go after the belle of the ball. I just don't know that that's reality. Now, if I'd have had that same mindset in the last basketball coaching search, we wouldn't end up with Calipari.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
Nick Saban.
That's reality right there. Got an opportunity for him to be your next head coach. I do think, and he probably will, but I would think that LSU is going to go there first. And we're about to get into some of what their
Probably already
governor
have.
Yeah, they probably already have. I listened to Paul Feinbaum yesterday on the Rich Eisen show, and he thinks that Nick Saban will at least entertain and look at that. 15 million plus a year.
He's 7. His birthday is tomorrow.
Wow.
And I think he turns 74 tomorrow. Nick Saban does. Tomorrow's his 74th birthday. So think about that. Now, I don't know that you've got to have a 5-year commitment from someone anymore. But you are signing up, and you have a very short window of 2 or 3 seasons, 4 at the most, I would think, to accomplish another title.
I think he could do it. Let's talk to William in Lafayette. We're about to get to this Louisiana stuff in just a bit here on our opening drive. William, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Good, buddy.
Yeah, I called in the other day, and I kind of mentioned about how crazy it was down here in Louisiana regarding LSU's coach. And I put that into perspective against our coaching search. Y'all still think that LSU's a way more attractive job than Arkansas with that governor getting up there acting like Huey Long?
He said Huey Long. I still do. I mean, outside of Brian Kelly, their last 3 coaches have won national championships. I know the world has changed in college football, but that is, to me, still the best job in the sport.
I think when you think about it, under the old model of college football, I agree with you, Ty.
Mm-hmm.
But I think things are changing. And I think this offseason, when we can sit back and look at how all the dominoes have fallen and really assess it, I think there's going to be some decisions that are made by coaches to stay, coaches to decline, coaches to take positions at schools like Arkansas or Virginia Tech, right, that or maybe would be head scratchers, but we're conditioned under the old model of college football, right? Pre-NIL, pre-rev share. We're in a Florida or an LSU, my God, the recruiting base and the capabilities there were fantastic. But you look at Texas Tech, I don't think that guy's going to jump that place with that billionaire booster he's got. I just think it's going to be a very, very interesting game film review of the offseason when all these coaches make their decisions. But one last thing before I go, and y'all touched on it, right? With our situation, the other coaches from Memphis, USF, Tulane, as they move, I think that might be something that tells us if Bobby's going to get the job or not, if he reacts to those situations, if they start building before us. You know, Tommy, you made a point. Hunter's had plenty of time. He had plenty of time before, and we ended up with Sam Pittman, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we were I don't think it was as early in the cycle of the season we made the change for forwards. But if I think back, I think we were the first school that made a change during that season. So he had a head start on everybody.
Yeah, because
everything's moved up. Everything's moved up now, but that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Let me hear what y'all got to say.
Thanks, William. If I remember that timeline right, you let Morris go after, game 10?
It was after the Western Kentucky game where Ty Story came in and saved the program.
Yeah, and then I think
Ty Story came in as the quarterback for Western Kentucky.
Thank you.
And, save the program. Mm-hmm. Because if you win that game, I think you're I don't know if you're stuck with him another year, but another week was too much.
I think, and then I think following Mississippi State's win over Ole Miss, they let go of Joe Moorhead, and then Elijah Moore, who lifted up his leg on a celebration, they fired Matt Luke. So I think Williams right on that, mm-hmm. And then Leach, Kiffin, and Pittman hired in that same cycle. I don't remember if there was any other SEC.
And you wonder if the guy doesn't try to pee like a dog in the Egg Bowl, where's our program?
Oh.
Because are there all those openings at that point?
Well, the only opening that mattered that year was Kiffin going to Oxford.
Right.
And you would have been, I guess he would have entertained Mississippi State. He chose Ole Miss over you.
It's amazing how little things like that.
So what you're saying
changed the fate of
screw Elijah Moore.
Well,
oh man,
am I crazy thinking that way?
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think. I know Ole Miss fans have thought about that so many times with Matt Luke if they would have stayed another year.
Hey, it's October 30th. Beard Up Arkansas, No Shave November with the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation is here, helping men fight prostate cancer right here in Arkansas. Grow it, post it, and tag it with hashtag #NoShaveAPCF. Join the challenge at ArkansasProstateCancer.org.
All right, let's get into our opening drive.
We are not going down a failed path. And I wanted to tell you something. This is a pattern. The guy that's here now that wrote that contract cost Texas A&M $70-something million. Right now, we got a $53 million liability. We are not doing that again. And you know what? I believe that we're going to find a great coach. I mean, maybe we'll let President Trump pick it. He loves winners. You know, we're going to pick a coach, and we're going to make sure that that coach is successful, and we're going to make sure that he's compensated properly, and we're going to put metrics on it, because I'm tired of rewarding failure in this country and then leaving the taxpayers on the foot, to foot the bill.
This is the opening drive.
What a speech yesterday from Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, who was very clear and emphatic that the current AD, Scott Woodward, will not be making the next football coaching hire.
Talk about cutting a guy's legs out from under him.
Doesn't that mean he's about to be on his way out the door too?
100%.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, if you have any self-respect, you would resign, right? Because the governor just he didn't just kneecap you. He got you at the waist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he cut your legs off completely in front of the world.
And help me if I'm understanding this right, Colton. Sexton is not Brian Kelly's agent, right?
I don't think
That was the one thing I think that was incorrect from Governor Landry yesterday. I think.
But is this all on Woodward? Is this? I mean, we're laying all this at Scott Woodward.
Well,
is this all on him?
When you think about the combination of what happened in College Station when he was at AD, where Jimbo got a king's ransom, in addition to what Kelly got paid, LSU fans are compounding those two and combining those two things.
Right. But do you think that the leadership at both institutions, the pressure from the fan base, he wasn't the only one to sign off on this deal? Let's be clear. He's becoming a scapegoat to a degree, and yes, he was the AD, but do you think he was the architect of these kind of buyouts solely?
That would be.
It's also I don't know. It's don't just lay it at Jimmy Sexton's feet either.
Well, he's doing his job.
He's doing exactly. He's supposed to ask for the world, but it's the pressure from the fan base, the pressure from the donors. I mean, there were boards of trustees, there were chancellors and presidents that also okayed these deals as well. So, Woodward's going to, get kneecapped here, but in the end, there's a lot of other people that were in this line of approval.
Well, I got good news for LSU fans. You want to hear it?
Give it to me.
Coach O wants the job.
Oh, I'd love to. You kidding me? I'm one phone call away. I just gotta get in my truck. I'll be back. I could be there today.
So he was on national ESPN radio. He went on Jacksonville radio. He's doing kind of a pub tour, and I think trying to get his name back out there. He's been outspoken, says he wants to get back into coaching. They're not going to entertain that, I wouldn't think. But he got asked about even coming back on staff, and he said he'd think about it. That would be kind of an interesting dynamic for him to come back as a coordinator or a defensive line coach rather than the head coach. I don't know.
What does any of this tell you?
What does any of this tell me? You're gonna have to tell.
That he's burned through the $21 million.
Oh,
he's down to a few million left, and he's got to go back to work.
golly,
That's what it tells me. That
20 more.
he probably had 12 or 13 million after taxes left. He's burned through it.
I can't fathom spending that kind of money. Mainly because I'm a cheap,
It'd be fun trying,
yeah,
though.
That's just not me.
Lots of single women to buy drinks for.
Yeah.
He's been, we heard him on with Chuck and Bo. He's been down there grading talent. He's been evaluating down there at South Beach. So,
Seth wants to know why politics are getting involved in everything. Why is the governor talking crap about the people?
Listen, the governor's putting himself at risk here, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can raise taxes, you can screw up the roads, you can make it harder to get a driver's license and renew your tags. You can do a lot of things as governor.
Schools can crumble, Tommy.
Yes, but you screw up that football program in Baton Rouge, you are out.
Yeah.
So getting involved is a risk for Louisiana's governor here because that's what people care about more than any other issue, and now you put yourself squarely in the middle of it. So if this doesn't go right, the governor's going to get fired in the next election as well. And I don't know when their elections are, when his term's due. Virginia has a one-term limit in their state. I don't know what term limits are, so I don't know all that stuff. But man, that's a risk as a governor to get involved in the coaching search.
William asked the question about just the perspective of the LSU job versus years ago. Based on those comments from the governor, does that diminish the LSU job at all? And by the way, Jimmy Sexton is Lane Kiffin's agent, who he was basically bashing yesterday in addition to Scott Woodward. Does that have any effect whatsoever if they are pursuing Lane Kiffin to become the next LSU head coach?
A lot of posturing here.
Okay.
So, a lot of, I mean, I don't, to say what effect it has, I mean, I don't know how we could answer that accurately, but a lot of people posturing, a lot of people, in coaches' roles trying to, keep their names out of things, even though they're right in the middle of them behind the scenes. All right, that's the opening drive brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas, where the perfect hot tub is waiting on you and your family. It's the warehouse clearance sale at Burton's. Whether you're seeking relaxation or quality time with family, Burton Pools and Spas has got you covered with Hot Springs Hot Tubs, the world's best-selling brand. They've got over 100 in stock and ready for delivery and on sale now. Hot tubs start, by the way, at under $4,000, and payments as low as $53 a month right now. So stop in at Burton Pools and Spas, the warehouse clearance sale. It's on right now. They're in Springdale. They're in Fort Smith, Greenland, and Hot Springs, and online at burtonpools.com.
Jim points out that Coach Ed Ogeron's ex-wife got half his stuff, so maybe that's where a good chunk of the money went, Tommy, and it's dwindled now that he's been having some fun. Hog update.
My point stands true.
Yes.
He's out of money.
Hog update coming up. We're going to hear from John Rothstein on this basketball
aura,
team.
man. We talk about it all the time. He has a different type of aura.
All I care about is one thing and one thing only.
Kids going to class.
Winning football games. Watch The Morning Rush on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Just search Hit That Line.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
And this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth, and we want to introduce the newest member to the Mann family, Raleigh.
Hello, 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 and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Raleigh, you're not really new to the family or the Stadium Shop.
Yeah, I've been around a few years, and I can say it's awesome to be a part of the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in Arkansas.
You mean the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
And thank goodness we are the largest because we've been receiving so much new stuff lately, like the new Nike jerseys and sideline apparel, as well as your favorite brands like Champion, Tommy Bahama, and Cutter and Buck, and just way too much stuff to mention here.
Hey, Raleigh, what state's famous for their small drinks?
Raleigh don't.
Matt, I gotta try. What state is famous for the smallest drinks?
Minnesota.
See, I told you.
Yeah, his dad jokes are so legendary.
Anyway, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next time you're in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or shop the Googleator, Facegram, Interweb page.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
I ain't gonna lie, I blacked out.
This is The Morning Rush.
We all planned to be on time, but fender bending, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Brad Howe in Van Buren.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Have you had Cheerwine yet? The cherry flavored soda has had people coming back since 1917. This is RD with Platinum Distributing. We help bring Cheerwine to the River Valley for you to try. Nothing goes with food like Cheerwine. Burgers, barbecue, pizza, you name it. Okay, now we're hungry and thirsty. Cheerwine is a one-of-a-kind soft drink with a unique cherry taste that has been delighting Southerners for more than a century. Pick up Cheerwine at your local Jam Mart, Harps, and other fine establishments. Cheerwine, uniquely Southern since 1917.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith in the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Are you an electrician that's looking for a smaller, non-corporate job? Well, I'm here in studio with Sloan Walker of Sloan Electric, starting 40, 45 hours a week, anywhere from $20 to $28 an hour, depending on the experience.
Yeah, that's all correct. We offer competitive pay. We have 6 paid major holidays. I'm working on some other benefits to go with those for my current employees and future employees. Best way to get in contact with me is just give me a phone call or text at 479-461-4302. Sloan Electric. We can power up together.
Are you tired of bulky, embarrassing dentures? At River Valley Smile Center, we offer fixed hybrid dentures, a permanent solution that looks and feels more natural than traditional dentures. They're secure, comfortable, and never come out. Most procedures can be completed right here in our office with sedation. No need for referrals. With state-of-the-art facilities, advanced techniques, and digital workflow, we provide the best possible outcomes. Financing is also available. Call us at River Valley Smile Center today at 479-646-0706 or visit us at rivervalleysmiles.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks. Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those. 107 down. This one belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
Everybody won't pick through. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
Looking at what I saw from Arkansas's exhibition game, and I'm the first person to tell you that you have to take exhibition games with a grain of salt. But I'll say this, I'd be shocked if Darius Acuff is not one of the best freshmen in college basketball and one of the best guards in the ACC. I'd be shocked if Malik Thomas is not one of the best newcomers in the SEC. And I'll tell you what, the two guys that Arkansas added up front, Nick Pringle, who has SEC experience from both South Carolina and Alabama. He looks in great shape, by the way. And Malik Ewan from Florida State are going to make a major impact for this team.
2 exhibition games. First game, Monday night, Bud Walton Arena against Southern. Who have you been most impressed with thus far?
Ooh.
Rothstein, John Rothstein, who you just heard there, CBS college basketball analyst, just kind of gave 4 guys. Maybe it's someone outside that list.
Probably Brazil at this point. Just, I think he's went to another level. Wagner's looked pretty good, but he had a rough first half against Memphis with the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, the one area of this team, I was talking about this with some buddies yesterday. They've got, and I think that this exposed that the other night, was dealing with a full court press. That was great to get that kind of exposure. Hey, we got a problem here, so they can work on that. And I think Arkansas's practices would be set up very well to work on that. With the physicality and the length that you've got. So But I would, if your question was who have I been most impressed with? Probably where Trevin Brazil has gone from last year to this year. That dunk the other night, hell, I think his armpit was above the ring. I mean, he could have touched the top of the backboard.
Got Cal to jump too.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he did. That was great. What about you, Colton?
You never know what you're going to get with freshmen. Cal has a pedigree of getting these really high-profile guards and a really good freshman to come play for him, and I think that he hit the lottery once again in Acuff and Thomas. Those two guys are absolute ballers. It's going to be rough getting into SEC play. They'll try and get bodied. They'll try and get out-physicaled, but those are two really good players that seem to have a great tenacity for basketball and want to be at Arkansas, so I'm excited to watch them. They've surprised me.
I think for me it's been Nick Pringle because Arkansas was lacking at times until Jonas Adu got hot down the stretch, a front court presence consistently. I think you're going to see a rotation between him and Malik Ewan throughout the season, but I'm really excited about those two individuals as John Rothstein was
Pringle's
talking about.
got to learn to stay out of foul trouble, though. Fouled out the other night. He's got to be available for minutes because I think he only played, box scores over there, I can't reach, I think 10 minutes. Like it's less than 11. I think it's 10:43, I remember right. Can't do that to your team.
Yeah, he can't. Switching back to football, Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green this week.
Yeah, he did a really good job yesterday. He was running full speed and pushing himself and did a nice job and throwing the football. It was good to see. He's reacting the right way, and he'll certainly have himself mentally and physically prepared to go this Saturday.
Talking about Taylor's health, keeping the subject of health ongoing, I've got some bad news. On the SEC injury report last night, Caden Kittler, Arkansas starting center, and Amarion Harris both listed as questionable. Didn't have any of that on Monday. Petrino didn't talk about it on Wednesday at the teleconference, but that came out last night. He hadn't had any issues on the offensive line durability-wise this season. That is a little concerning in this game Saturday.
And I mean, listen, Harris being out's a problem, but if Kittler's out too, or even if Kittler's out, I've just seen too many times where you've had a backup center and then you float the damn snap back there. You roll it back there. I mean, if the snap, I mean, this timing-based offense and the read option offense where that mesh point and all that can't be messed up. If Taylor Green's off a quarter of a second, it's a big deal. So,
and have you had a knock on wood? Have you had a botch snap this year?
Why'd you even have to say it? But that's the concern with Kittler being out.
I'm going to be honest. I got to go to the game notes because I can't even remember who's the backup on the depth chart.
It's listed as Cash Courtney, so they've got a freshman back there, but they can also swap some things around. And to replace Amarion Harris, we'll get to see more Shaq McCroy minutes, which I'm excited about.
All right, that is your Hog Update this morning. It's brought to you, as always, by Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888 Sparky.
Kittler started all 8 games. Cash Courtney's played in 2. Hasn't started any. So my guess is he played in those early games. But he's an athletic. Here's how they got him listed: athletic true freshman it was a 3-star recruit out of Carthage, Texas. So played in the Navy All-American game, participated in spring practice, rated the number 57 O-lineman nationally in his recruiting class. So that's about all we know about Cash Courtney, who's played very limited time.
What are his measurables, Tommy? How big is he?
6'4", 297.
Yeah.
Compare that to Kittler, 6'3", 305. But freshman versus redshirt junior. So, I mean, Kittler needs to play.
You need him. You need him for Saturday. This is an opportunistic defense. While they're back into the SEC in a lot of statistics, they're number 1 in the league in takeaways. And so you wish Arkansas had that kind of characteristic. So just keep in mind for that for Saturday for a turnover-prone team. Unfortunately, that is Arkansas.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe some more news will come out. I hadn't checked the Bet Saracen app this morning. Has the line moved at all? Let me look at that here real quick. But you can get on the Bet Saracen app like I'm doing now. It's easy. Put it on your phone, touch of a button. You can get all the lines and all the in-game action and live betting as well, whether it's college football. How about the start of that World Series game last night? My goodness. We'll talk some more about that. But Arkansas still favored by 4. They're minus 190. That's moved a little bit on the money line, 67.5 for the over-under. All the actions there for, like we said, World Series, You got hockey going on right now. You got major the NBA that's also started as well. So it's kind of that convergence of a lot of seasons in the NFL this Sunday. It's all at the Bet Saracen app. Download it now in the Apple or Google Play Store.
All right, when we return, Morning Rush Daily Question. Got to get more into this LSU and Arkansas stuff as well. Plus, Petrino had a funny story last night. Stay with us on the Morning Rush.
Arkansas's home for the best sports talk.
I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes. That's not me.
This is the Morning Rush.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hawk fans, this is Robert.
And this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth, and we want to introduce the newest member to the Man family, Raleigh.
Hello, 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 and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Raleigh, you're not really new to the family or the Stadium Shop.
Yeah, I've been around a few years, and I can say it's awesome to be a part of the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in Arkansas.
You mean the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
And thank goodness we are the largest because we've been receiving so much new stuff lately, like the new Nike jerseys and sideline apparel, as well as your favorite brands like Champion, Tommy Bahama, and Cutter and Buck, and just way too much stuff to mention here.
Hey, Raleigh, what state's famous for their small drinks?
Raleigh don't.
Matt, I gotta try. What state is famous for the smallest drinks?
Minnesota.
See, I told you.
Yeah, his dad jokes are so legendary.
Anyway, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next time you're in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or shop the Googleator Facegram interweb page.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
My dad always told me, man, you should be a basketball coach or a baseball coach. And I said, why? He said, you get to play the next day.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and upgrade to the road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle of your choice and get state sales tax paid. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith. RathAutoFortSmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Dental emergencies do not wait, and neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. Why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655 now. Valley Urgent Dental is located at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
Have you had Cheerwine yet? The cherry flavor soda has had people coming back since 1917. This is RD with Platinum Distributing. We help bring Cheerwine to the River Valley for you to try. Nothing goes with food like Cheerwine. Burgers, barbecue, pizza, you name it. Okay, now we're hungry and thirsty. Cheerwine is a one-of-a-kind soft drink with a unique cherry taste that has been delighting Southerners for more than a century. Pick up Cheerwine at your local Jam Mart, Harps, and other fine establishments. Cheerwine, uniquely Southern since 1917.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith in the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, Johnny'sTransmissionFS.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Colorworks Paint and Body in Barling offers professional automotive painting, bodywork, and fabrication that is unsurpassed in talent and dedication. Owner Andy Harrod uses the latest in collision repair technology to ensure all damage is addressed, whether it's visible or hidden, and works with all insurance companies. Andy and his crew have the experience and commitment to give you complete trust in the repair of your vehicle, no matter the size of the job. Colorworks is located at 1206 4th Street in Barling, across from Dollar General, and is on Facebook, where you can check out their work.
Are you an electrician that's looking for a smaller, non-corporate job? Well, I'm here in studio with Sloan Walker of Sloan Electric, starting 40, 45 hours a week, anywhere from $20 to $28 an hour, depending on the experience.
Yeah, that's all correct. We offer competitive pay. We have 6 paid major holidays. I'm working on some other benefits to go with those for my current employees and future employees. Best way to get in contact with me is just give me a phone call or text at 479-461-4302. Sloan Electric. We can power up together.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Dad, the driver looks dirty. Ew, yucky, Daddy.
Hey, don't worry, boys. That's what we do best. At My Dreams Mo Wash, we make homes, businesses, and even big industrial spaces shine like new.
So you can clean houses and big buildings?
That's right. Residential, commercial, or industrial. No job's too big or too small. Call My Dreams Mo Wash today at 479-763-5561 or visit mjmowash.com.
My Junior's Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
Boys, it's Halloween tomorrow. Y'all dressing up? Are we coming in here in costume? Have you even looked at what costumes cost these days?
Expensive.
I got it written down.
Wow.
I got it written down on my calendar or my planner to buy candy for the kids tomorrow, but I will not be dressing up.
So we decided during the break we'd do a Halloween-based question. So, I mean, the low-hanging fruits, you know, what's your favorite candy to get in your Halloween bag? But to me, what's the sports-related costume you would like to wear for Halloween tomorrow? So if you were going to dress up as a sports figure, current or past, who would you go as at Halloween that's kind of, you know, sports-related as your costume?
Colin, you might have to go first. Do you have yours in mind?
Well, I mean, the first thing I thought of, obviously, was just to grab a neck brace. But, I mean, that's done. It's been done plenty of times. But I think that sports-related, I might, dress up as the Louisiana governor. That'd be kind of fun. Just dress up in a suit and tie and just go around and just cutting people's legs out from under them and just talking in a really fast Cajun accent. That'd be kind of fun.
I'd like to go as Jimmy Sexton, but no one would know what he looks like because he's about the most inconspicuous, most powerful person in sports.
He's got him some TV time.
A little bit, but he doesn't do many interviews. I mean, I saw a picture of him on the internet. I mean, kind of a portly's nice to describe Jimmy. Shorter, portly guy, but
he is so intelligent.
Oh, yeah, smart.
Tactical. I'm envious of just.
No one would know who you are, so you'd have to go as like a superstar of some type. But
it's crazy to me that the college football landscape is run in Memphis, Tennessee. That's just why, like. You could talk about Greg Sankey, the most powerful man. Greg Sankey's not the most powerful man. Nope. It was Mark Emmert. I don't know who the head of the NCAA is now. Tony Petitti or whatever the guy's name, Big Ten. Most powerful man when college athletics is concerned is the one that's in Memphis, Tennessee.
I would love to dress up and go as Jimmy Sexton, but no one, everyone would just think you're the dad walking your kids around the neighborhood. So,
probably Darren McFadden, just wearing an old number 5. I'm kind of lame around.
I think you could pull that one off.
When dressing up stuff, he's still yoked.
I know, and you're not. So
he's still in shape, and I'm not in shape. But just wearing that old number 5 jersey.
I think a fun one to do would be dress up as Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
get you a good suit on. Get your hair colored and just right.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk around and say, "How about them Cowboys?"
He is.
Have you some Johnny Walker Blue in your hand? I mean, yeah, that'd be a cool sports figure to go as on Halloween.
People want to dog and rib Jerry for some of the decisions he's made, and rightfully so in a lot of cases, but I hope I have that drive at 83 years old. Obviously, I'm not going to make the same money that he is, but just that, like, the intensity level he has is still wild to me at 83.
It's not all sunshine and glory holes, Ty.
Yeah, no, that's still one of the best quotes of all time. All right, that is your
I don't get hand cramps from writing checks.
Yeah.
That's my other favorite Jerry Jones line.
That is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush daily question. 122 Grant Place in Lowell's, where you'll find Nate and Christian's facility. Two Rogers guys. They went to the U of A with me, and they love golf, and so they built this facility, and it's awesome. They've got several bays in there. Go to cartpasssocial.com if you're looking to plan a Christmas party, gift cards for stocking stuffers and an event. You can find it all at cartpasssocial.com, and it's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social.
When did Halloween get so expensive?
It's like Vegas. It's
I
more
mean,
expensive.
costumes used to cost, a minimal amount of money.
The candy is
And
ridiculous.
now that was my next point. Now go to the store and a little bag, because you can't buy just one because you'll run out.
Yeah.
I mean, what, easily $50 to $100 on candy to give away? I mean, Halloween's gotten, pricey like everything else.
That is just gross.
What?
The cost.
Well, you go I mean, I think my daughter's Halloween costume was $80 or something.
$80.
It's just stupid for something she's going to wear once.
Yeah, because you'd be caught dead before you'd be caught seen in the same Halloween
real
costume.
clothing. Well, I mean, she's 14. It's not going to fit. She's going to outgrow it or whatever. But real clothing doesn't cost that much.
$80.
That's got to be a huge markup. I mean, those got to come in from China or somewhere, and they're like $10, and they're selling them for $80.
Think about
That's
it.
got to be a
lot of those
huge markup.
A lot of those stores
Spirit Halloween,
open up
maybe.
for a month or two, and that's it.
Well, then they reopen as the
For
Christmas
Christmas, yeah.
store, and then they, but your point is correct. Not my problem though. It's just crazy. how much
Supply and
it costs.
demand.
Just tell her she has to make her own costume next year. You can buy the materials for a lot cheaper.
Ty, you seem to think that when I tell somebody something, and well, hell, it doesn't work around here. I don't know why I'd work at home. So I mean, I'll tell them. I'll see how far that goes for me.
All right, let's take a phone call here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Tiger Bait has phoned in this morning. Tiger Bait, go ahead, buddy.
Tiger Bait, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a.k.a. Title Town. The Intimidator in right field at LX Box was just unveiled yesterday with number 8. Number 8. Eddie from Clarksville, can you count to 8? Can you count that high, my man? Hey, on the Halloween stuff, just go on November 1st. It's all 80% off.
Well, that's true. And they're still making money. Tiger Bait.
Get it for next year.
They look for people like y'all that make all that radio money, that Bo Mattingly, that Chuck money, that all that money on hit that line or hit that line or whatever.
We could just make a fraction of Bo Mattingly money. Unbelievable.
Hey, I've been to China 3 times in my business. We went to a warehouse. They had boxes stacked up 20 feet high, 20 feet deep with Dillard's written on them. They were polos that are made in China. The guy said we can buy 4 of them for $4. Dillard's is paying $4 for a polo and selling them for $80.
Yeah.
And if you take that little horse off, that same shirt at Sam's is $19. So you're just buying for that. But anyway, the Intimidator is up. Hey, Jeff Landry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if y'all were going to hire Lane Kiffin. Figured you had I figured you were on the search committee.
Let me tell you about Jeff Landry. He hires the entire Board of Regents and the president at LSU. He tells them exactly what to do. Does that not happen in Arkansas? Does Sarah Huckabee not hire your Board of Regents and your president?
No, because for years Frank Broyles had more power than the governor.
She does appoint. She
appoints the Board of Trustees. Yes,
Scott.
Yeah, she does.
She does. The governor appoints the Board of Trustees, but for years Frank Broyles kind of had a very heavy hand in a lot of those things because Frank Broyles had more influence than the governor for decades.
So how does Landry have so much power and Huckabee has zero power in Fayetteville? What is that about?
I wouldn't say zero.
LSU
They
isn't
played
that
Arkansas State this year. I don't think anyone in Fayetteville was in line with that idea.
Well, I get all that, but that was a deal where you just beat them 75-0, and they never take the game again. We played all our in-state schools forever. Northwestern, we played McNeese, we play the folks at Nichols and Hammond. We play them all, but because we're not going to lose to them. We don't have that fear of losing to them.
We never have lost to
Like
Arkansas State either.
Well, no, but you just took the game. I mean, there's always next year, for Monroe again, Northeast or whatever they're called now, Warhawks, War Indians.
Yeah.
But anyway, Landry just, you're right. He cut the legs out underneath the AD.
Oh.
That AD is gone.
That was
Woodward's
way above
gone,
the knee. I mean, that wasn't a kneecap job, Tiger Bay. That was at the hip.
Yeah, he's done. He's gone. And I don't know the first call obviously is to Nick as an AD / player agent, whatever. And then the second call is to Kiffin. He's not going to take the job. Third call is to Dan Lanning. And I don't know. There's so much money up in Oregon with Phil Knight, right?
Mm-hmm. Nike.
Yeah, I don't think he.
They have any boxes? Were any Nike boxes in those factories you're at in China?
Let me tell you something. This crap that comes over into our country. I mean, that Halloween costume you paid $80 for, I guarantee you it's made in Bangladesh for $3.
That sounds high. $3 sounds high.
It could be high, yes. But just go tomorrow. Go on Saturday. Halloweenies on Friday. Go on Saturday.
Yeah.
All that candy's 80% off. But you got to sit on it a year. But you're just giving away your old candy. But
I'm busy on Saturday watching the Razorbacks pummel Mississippi State. I'm sorry. I've got plans.
let's do a little side bet on that. Me and you, or me and y'all. Y'all want to do a little side bet on that? What's the line? Is it 6.5?
It is. What did I just say a minute ago? 4.
Yeah, I was going to say.
4 points.
I don't think it's really shifted that much. What do you think about this, Tiger? Before we let you go, what do you think about the
You're
game?
You're sidestepping the bet, aren't you?
Yeah.
You notice how Ty just maneuvered right around your question.
I don't
there,
feel
Tiger
like
Bait.
after as confident as I was last weekend.
He's not on any committee, I promise you.
What do you think about this game in 2 weeks from Saturday in Baton Rouge? Early LSU season's done. Fired coach. You think Arkansas could pick them off in Death Valley?
Well, our season's not done. We can still go 9-3, which is, y'all would build a statue of Petrino if y'all went 9-3. Y'all build a statue of anybody if you went 9-3. I want to know if you hear that. You hear that? That's Linton. You hear that? I want to know if that guy's coming back. That's all for you. That Razorback thing? There's only one Razorback?
Yeah.
Does he have any chance of surfacing in Fayetteville at all? Houston?
He should have a staff position. He should be in fundraising. He should be doing something up there. He's bought a home up there, and I think he's moving there at some point soon, if he hadn't already.
Wasn't he just like the savior of the program? And when did he surface in 98? When was that? In
98.
98? And then he beat us in Baton Rouge in 07 when we were ranked 1 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fire that guy?
He technically resigned, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
I think there's 2 words involved in that, hanky-panky. And I don't know if there's some hanky-panky in the Brian Kelly thing with the realtor that he supposedly had an affair with. I don't know if there's hanky-panky. And he violated that moral clause. And I think that's why the buyout's going to be cut in half.
There's LSU coaches can sign moral clauses? I didn't know
I didn't know there were morals anywhere that close to New Orleans.
Jeez. Thanks, Tiger Bait. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks. Yeah, my confidence level is definitely not what it was heading into last weekend.
Hey, if you're looking for a place to stay in Northwest Arkansas, Ty and I love the Inn at the Mill. It's close to everything. We need to run to Bentonville in a hurry. No problem. Need to get to the game or on campus. 10 minutes away as well. Good restaurants right around you. Clean, big, oversized suites. Great breakfast to start the day. And the staff is the friendliest you'll find. 479-443-1800. 443-1800. Online at innatthemill.com. The Inn at the Mill. Exit 69 in Johnson in Northwest Arkansas.
Hour 2 coming up. We'll chat with Tom Murphy about this matchup with the Bulldogs next.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hawk fans, this is Robert.
And this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth, and we want to introduce the newest member to the Mann family, Raleigh.
Hello, 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 and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Raleigh, you're not really new to the family or the Stadium Shop.
Yeah, I've been around a few years, and I can say it's awesome to be a part of the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in Arkansas.
You mean the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
And thank goodness we are the largest because we've been receiving so much new stuff lately, like the new Nike jerseys and sideline apparel, as well as your favorite brands like Champion, Tommy Bahama, and Cutter and Buck, and just way too much stuff to mention here.
Hey, Raleigh, what state's famous for their small drinks?
Raleigh don't.
Matt, I gotta try. What state is famous for the smallest drinks?
Minnesota.
See, I told you.
Yeah, his dad jokes are so legendary.
Anyway, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next time you're in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or shop the Googleator Facegram interweb page.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Whether you're fishing for cold water bass on Beaver Lake or Table Rock, or fishing for a trophy brown trout on the mighty White River, the Smithwick Original Suspending Rattling Rogue will catch them. It has that famous rolling action whether it's fished extremely slow or worked fast in heavy current. This rogue suspends, so it will stay in the strike zone longer, allowing you to catch more fish. Available at Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, LureNet.com, and tackle stores all over the place. The Smithwick Original Suspending Rattling Rogue.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and upgrade to the road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle of your choice and get state sales tax paid. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautoportsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeager's Ace Hardware is helping our customers kick off the holidays with a big thank you. November 1st and 2nd, Ace Rewards members receive 20% off regularly priced items. Get more details in the store or on your Ace Rewards app. Plus, now through December 1st, Yeager's is offering Black Friday savings every day, all month long, to everyone. Save on hundreds of items and get a $10 gift card with your $50 purchase. Why wait for Black Friday savings when you can get it at all 5 Yeager's locations through December 1st? Yeager's Ace Hardware. Real help, real savings.
At Hardee's, every Tuesday is now Tender Bender Tuesday. Right now, download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards. Buy 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders, get 3 free. It's Tender Bender BOGO. Every Tuesday now through June. This Tuesday, get 3 tenders, free. Next Tuesday, get them free. The Tuesday after that, you guessed it, free. Buy 3 tenders, get 3 free. Another great benefit for My Rewards members. Only at Hardee's. Registration and app required. Available for limited time at participating restaurants. See app for terms.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino Tite.
Contractors, you know the right equipment makes all the difference. That's why you choose LG HVAC systems. Innovative, efficient, and built to perform. And at J&B Supply, we're more than just a supplier. Since 1968, our family-owned business has provided HVAC and plumbing pros with the products, expert service, and hands-on training to get the job done right. Check out the buzz around LG's new game-changing equipment today. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine, a high this afternoon approaching 60 degrees, mainly clear sky, upper 30s overnight. Friday, lots of blue sky, lots of sunshine, our high will be in the low 60s. Saturday, mixed clouds and sunshine, upper 50s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936.
From the Bushlight Studios, this is ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris, Fort Smith.
Are you sure this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Floating up and down on this carousel. Sam Pittman put me in a living hell. Decades of dysfunction slowly killing me inside. Change is gonna come even though Bobby was implied. Is it too much to ask for a say-ban or a kissing? I know it's stupid, it's silly wishing. Just need somebody with some grit and flash and flare. Who will be the answer to our Razorback prayer? Can I get you a drink? Will we find a new lane? This coaching search could drive a man insane. Just tell me, Hunter, that you got a good plan. Well, has anybody heard from the chicken man? Don't make a hire swiftly or rashly. You ever heard of this cat, Red Lashley? Don't make the same mistakes that you've made before. We've got Arkansas pride that must be restored.
Live from the Bushlight Studios with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft, and produced by Colton Little. This is the Morning Rush.
You brought up an element that I hadn't thought about, just the time that Hunter Yurachek has to make this hire. And I know there's rumors that are always swirling and things that are just not correct that are said or put on social media. But between when you let Sam Pittman go in September before any other SEC institution came open, I know there were a few other jobs that were available. Kent State has been filled, by the way, so you don't have to worry about fending off them. The Golden Flashers? Is that right, Colton?
Now I feel better.
But still a lot of time between now and then, and we're going to see what happens. You heard a couple names mentioned, like
Rhett Lashley.
What do you think of Rhett Lashley when that name comes to mind? Mine's just coming home, like coming back to Northwest Arkansas. Maybe he'd be successful here, maybe he wouldn't, but I think he could. I think there'd be some checks that were stroked to get him to Fayetteville.
I'd be surprised. That'd be the phrase I'd use.
Yeah.
I'd love to have Rhett Lashley because I think youth should be infused into this program. I think you need someone that can relate to the kids that you're going after and coaching. I think you need someone that's connected, at least loosely connected to some donors and boosters in Northwest Arkansas. I think he would be the perfect candidate, but I'd be surprised if he would really entertain the job.
Let me ask you, we were joking about something else during the break, and this is the constant debate. I'm of the belief businesses are at their best when you have an influx of youthful exuberance and talent and then a steady Eddie, a guy that's been around the block or several guys and gals that have been around the block for a while. You've obviously got these different boosters that have their own opinions on who should be the next Arkansas head coach. Some will point to experience. Some will point, well, this coach can get it done. This coach could take it to a new ceiling that we haven't had in 10-plus years. How often is that a debate, you think, when it comes to hiring the next coach? The age itself.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. I'd like to see some youth. I'd like to see us not hire someone my age. I'd like to see someone maybe not quite as young as you.
No, you're splitting you'd be kind of right where I think people would want. Kind of
I'm not
late
youth.
40s.
I'm not youth though.
In coaching, you are.
No, but I when I think youth and coaching, I want 38 years old. I want 42 years old. I want south of 45, north of 35. I want someone that fully embraces, understands, and doesn't shy away from the portal or NIL. I want someone that's realized, hey, the toothpaste isn't going back in the tube on players getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
I get paid a lot of money. I mean, I whether I personally like it or not, I tend to not like it. I think it's ultimately going to lead to, making the sport worse. But I'm realistic enough to know we're not going back. So you might as well get on board. Either change or become irrelevant. It's one or the other. So I want someone that's not bucking the system. You think we got some people bucking the system a little bit?
Someone like
Dan Lanning.
Why would he leave his sugar daddy?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes no sense to me.
There's no expectations at Oregon. There really isn't.
We're going to talk with
Really?
Tom coming up.
They've never won anything.
Their expectation is being in the college football playoff. When have they last won a national? Have they won a national championship?
Didn't they play against Auburn for one?
Yeah, 2010. They
that
lost
was
and they've been.
Oh God, why am I drawing a blank? The kid that played at Little Rock Christian that went to Auburn.
Michael Dyer.
Michael Dyer. That was the wrist game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Isn't that the game where, was he down or was that his wrist? Was that his hand?
2010 national championship MVP hails from Little Rock Christian Academy.
All right. So that was, if I remember right, that was the game they played in. Hey, Uncorked. Have you been to Uncorked lately? I know you got some friends coming into town. That'd be a great place to impress somebody you brought into town. Is take them to Uncorked, one of the finest places in Fort Smith. It's on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's. They've got their new fall menu out. A lot of cool stuff on there. Their pork chops are great. They've done a little bit of a different twist. They've taken their 14-ounce pork chop, put it on a bed of brown beans with some Fuji apples that they've worked up on. It's a really great dish. They've still got some of their favorite my favorite appetizers. The fried deviled eggs are on there. The lump crab cake. Their wings. I know you're a wing guy. Have you tried the wings over there?
I have had their wings.
They got jerk butter, buffalo basil, bourbon peach barbecue. Then they've got an Asian flavor, and I'm not even going to try to say the name of Gouchang or something, but I've had it. It's really good. They got collard green and artichoke dip.
That is good.
Got a charcuterie board. So if you go over there during happy hour, they got some really neat stuff. But the new menu's out. They've even got the Uncorked burger on there with a Wagyu patty. They do their own potato bun, which is great. Havarti cheese and then all the toppings you want. Truffle fries. It's really, really good. I've tried it. And then they got some great steak selections as well. Sea bass is back on the menu. Duck is on the menu. They got a short rib. I've had that. It's been a couple years, but their short rib, really, really good. Uncorked, Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's. UncorkedTheFort.com to make reservations. Stop in today or stop in this weekend at Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith.
We bring in our buddy Tom Murphy, who all the sophisticated foods we just mentioned. Tom eats those each and every week.
Tom's a very sophisticated man.
I would qualify him as that. I was catching up with Tom before we went into the game last week. Always good to see my buddy in person. Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat. I said, Tom, like the coaching names that have been brought. Tommy's talked about you. Sam Pittman was let go in September. Bobby Petrino named interim shortly after. I mean, Hunter Yurcich going to have at least 2 months' time, along with whoever else is involved. Just kind of what are your thoughts to that playing a role on whoever they land and the fans' expectations being that he'll have over 2 months to really make and narrow down his decision?
Right. Well, I mean, the time frame is what it is. They might be going after coaches who have bowl games and such like that, but the field of candidates is going to be expansive, and a James Franklin will have to make a decision. Like, do I get back into coaching? Is the buyout enough that I can go on TV? Because he's really good on TV, free or whatever. So there's plenty of options for these coaches. But for Arkansas, I think it's all about having a good fit. I mean, I don't think you can argue that Sam Pittman wasn't a good fit. It's just that his staying power wasn't there. And then, the NIL challenges they faced kind of set up some issues for the roster. But anyway, Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a long period of time for a lot of speculation, but I think it's going to heat up as we move closer toward Thanksgiving.
Let's say James Franklin is deciding between a couple schools, and let's say one of them's in Blacksburg, Virginia, the other one's in Fayetteville. If he's given the choice, kind of same NIL, same salary, where do you think he'd pick, Tom?
I don't know enough about him personally to know what kind of lifestyle his family would like. But, being more on the East Coast and Eastern time zone type deal, not that Blacksburg is on the coast itself, but over that way, versus more middle of the country. I mean, he obviously excelled at Vanderbilt, which is a tough deal. I mean, they were a good program during that time. The 2011 Arkansas team went over there and had a real battle on their hands. In fact, without the Jerry Franklin scoop and score touchdown, and I think Vanderbilt missed a field goal late in the game. That's a really tough game for what's been Arkansas's best team in a few decades. So, coaching in the SEC has its lure with the salary you can command, but it's also got its challenges. I mean, building a roster in the SEC right now is difficult. But if you look and say Vanderbilt's doing it right now, and Missouri and some other schools, it can be done.
Let's talk about the game this weekend. Injury report came out. Ty was going over it earlier, and Caden Kittler's name, the center, was on there. And I just, when I saw this yesterday and we talked about it this morning, that really made my heart skip a beat a little bit, because we've seen where, you've had to make a change at center before due to injury, and it's just led to nothing but the offense being out of sync and off time. What are your thoughts on this if Kittler can't go on Saturday against Mississippi State?
Well, that's a great question, because he's been such a key part of everything that's going on with their offense. I mean, Cash Courtney, they rave about, but he doesn't have the experience that Caden Kittler has, and he's a little bit lighter. I mean, maybe 8 or 10 pounds lighter. So it does create other issues, but I don't know the extent of his nor Imarian Harris's injury, and they were both listed as questionable,
right?
Which could play a big role in how much push you get up front and the cohesiveness that you need on the offensive line.
Yeah. How much of this weekend is Taylon Green maybe pressing himself a little bit, wants to press this offense to redeem himself from that fourth quarter? We heard about him talking earlier this week about being delivered from the pick sixes and the interceptions. I would think he feels like there's something to prove to redeem that performance in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so interesting how Bobby Petrino equated the fact that he wasn't able to run full speed in practice last week with it affecting his mental processing and his mental outlook on the game, decision making. And so, according to Bobby Petrino, he practiced at a faster speed or closer to full speed, which plays a role. I mean, when he can't run, it's such a distinct change in Arkansas's offense, because you kind of sensed it in the first half a little bit about, well, Taylor's not keeping as much. And I think one of the times he did keep it, if he'd have given to Braylon Russell, if the play had developed like it looked like on, out there on the field, it's a walk-in touchdown for Braylon from about the 12-yard line. But he kept it and then got tackled for loss. So him at full speed is a much different animal, and I hate it for him that came in a game against Auburn that already had a salty defense. But when he can't run it, it really allowed Auburn did a great job. I mean, that Xavier Atkins guy was spying him, and he had 2 sacks and 4 tackles for loss, and got a lot of accolades this week because Auburn had a really good plan. I don't think Mississippi State is as capable defensively, but they certainly can bring pressure. They're a big pressure team, and that's what Taylor has struggled with. You think about the pressures against Tennessee. Some of them resulted in some breakaways and long runs, but he also got sacked and had a couple of strip sacks involved in all that too. So they're going to have to deal with pressure, and they've got to have good pressure beaters in this game.
Yeah, and talk about pressure. I mean, you get the bye coming off of this. Just being able to live through a bye week and 2 weeks off a win, just the perspective and maybe the fresh air of victory versus another week to live with a loss. I mean, to me, this could be a mindset changer, a shift in perspective maybe with a win this week going into 3 games that against rivals with Texas, LSU, and Missouri that all have their own issues right now due to injury, transition with coaches, not playing well, even though they're winning with Texas. Might give you a little more belief, and maybe that could get contagious with a bye week in between this one and Texas. I think victory here is more important than just the one on the left-hand side of the column.
That's a great point, Tom. I hadn't thought of that much, but yeah, it's like the mental outlook of your team. If you win this game, because you get 2 weeks with it, you get an open date where people are like, okay, that looked better. You didn't go 0-3 in your homestand, which a lot of people thought at the beginning of the year. You had a chance on this homestand, even though it started with a tough game against A&M, to really make some hay. And yet they played A&M so close. But anyway, yeah, that's a great perspective. And you're right. I mean, LSU with a coach firing, Texas with an offense that hasn't lived up to standard at all, and then Missouri with, the series of injuries. So you're right. A win against Mississippi State could go a long way toward making those last 3 games, more palatable for the fans, and the potential for a big upset somewhere in there.
Tom, if they don't win this game this weekend, do they win the rest of the way?
Haven't thought of that, but it is a good question. Obviously, there'll be a dog in the LSU and Texas road games. I mean, you have to be. These are teams that were, top 10, top 15 in the country opening the season, including Texas at number 1. And then Missouri, it's just the timing of the game, the status of their programs right now has had the upper hand in recent years. And even though the game's in Fayetteville, if you lose the state and you lose those 2 road games, there's what's the motivation? What's the incentive for 2 days after Thanksgiving to be up for that home game? It would be a tough uphill battle.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. Good stuff as always. I'll see you at the game on Saturday, and we'll see if we're talking about a win on Tuesday, okay?
All right, we'll do it. See ya.
Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. I'll pose that same question to you. If Arkansas can't beat the Bulldogs, they going over?
I think so.
I do too.
I think if you win this one, you'll win at least one of the last 3.
Too. And that's how I felt. I really did feel like Arkansas would beat Auburn last week, then parlay that into beating State, and then beating one of the last 3. If you can't win this weekend, I just can't see a scenario where you win one of the final 3. You might keep it close, but
for once, I can get on board with something you're thinking about. All right?
Look at that.
Hey, if you're looking for a place to watch the game Saturday, you can go to Joe's Grill and Cantina. Half-price apps, cheap taps this weekend for the game, right in the middle of the afternoon. Wear your hog gear, call the hogs with your fellow fans. TVs all around the restaurant. Game will end about dinner time, but you can load up on those half-price appetizers like the Mexican pizza, the 5-layer bean dip, they got the Mexican dip too. They've also got those mini taquitos over there that I think are just really awesome, like little mini chimichangas. Those are really good. So all the dips that they've got, I like their queso, and then have them put a scoop of that taco meat in there. That makes a really good. And then maybe spoon a little bit of their sauce in. Perfect. I love that. So half-price appetizers, cheap taps this weekend. Half-price apps, cheap taps. Joe's Grill and Cantina for the game Saturday, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
And the Blue are headed home, one win from a championship.
How about that rookie last night as the Toronto Blue Jays defeat the Los Angeles Dodgers, heading back home for Game 6 and a chance to close it out. Trey, is it Yusevich? Is that how you say his name, Colton? He's made like close to $60,000 in the MLB this season. That's it, because he got called up. He set the World Series for strikeouts with 12. No walks last night. Imagine, and that lineup for, Los Angeles between Freeman and Ohtani and all those guys is just loaded. It's like worth $150 million.
Did you see how the game started?
I didn't watch the big game.
You missed it. Because 3 of the first 4 pitches were sent yard.
Back-to-back jacks. Crazy.
Was it Snell that was pitching?
Guerrero.
On the very first pitch, and now Vlad Jr. hooks the ball down the left field line.
Yeah.
To start Game 5.
Yeah, so Snyder goes yard on, I believe it was the first pitch of the game. I'm watching it. It kind of caught me off guard. That one went 373 feet. Then you just played Guerrero Jr.'s home run. It went 394 and left the yard. And then in the third inning, there was the Dodgers, Hernandez home run as well. But that's how the game started. 2 home runs, First batter, first pitch. It was like, 3 of the first 4 pitches left the yard.
You know what I enjoy is not only quick starts to whether it's a basketball game, baseball game like we're talking about, but when you see like old baseball players or old basketball or football players and the embracing the young guys, like Bill Russell and Kevin Garnett, always kind of stood out to me. David Ortiz loves Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Big Papi, they're like the same person. It is so fun to watch him after
Built
a game.
a lot alike.
And just 2 power hitters, and just watching that combination after games is so entertaining.
He got that big old hind end in that ball last night. I mean, it was gone.
And he's like,
it was a no-doubter.
Everyone's going to point to his bat, but he's made a
solid first base.
Yeah, he's made
Solid
some
first
plays
baseman.
in the field, like throwing the guy out at third in Game 4 and stuff like that.
He's a big target over there at first base, too.
Where he has the advantage over Big Papi, too.
And I remember him, his dad obviously playing for the Angels all those years, so it's cool to see, like, watching the biggest dynamite father-son combination maybe in the history of sports is the Griffeys, senior and junior, but Guerrero Jr. might be catching up to those guys if he's on the pathway that he's heading right now in postseason. Like, what's his face? Cal Raleigh was having the postseason for the ages, and Guerrero was basically right there neck and neck, and now they might win the whole thing.
Dodgers got to answer back. It's un-American for the World Series championship, the world title, to be in Canada.
I can't root.
That's un-American.
I can't root for the Dodgers because of the amount of money they spend year in, year out. Now, give credit to their owner for fully investing in that team, but to me, they're worse than the Yankees.
Well, the Yankees don't spend as much as the Mets now. The Yankees don't spend. The Yankees are like 4th or 5th on the list. But you're right. I mean, the Dodgers spend a lot of money, but I mean, they're not. I mean, I was looking at that a couple of weeks ago, but I was surprised when I saw the Mets were slightly outspending the Yankees.
I think they're second only
like
to the
$330 million. Dodgers are more than that. I think the Yankees were like 4th. I mean, you got all those California teams are spending a ton of money.
And that's about to cause a serious issue with the MLB. There might be a lockout impending in the future because a lot of these players want a certain amount of guaranteed money that all the teams are spending at least a minimum amount. And not everybody's hitting that amount.
Yeah. Cardinals certainly aren't spending
Game 6 tomorrow night on Fox. We'll see if Blue Jays. I'm going to be Tommy. I know you mentioned the American. I can't root for the Dodgers. I hope the Blue Jays win it.
You're going to root for the foreigners.
I'm rooting for the Canadians. None of those guys are Canadian. They just happen to play in Canada. They're Americans.
Where will the World Series championship trophy reside if Toronto wins the next game?
Toronto.
Yeah, not America.
Ontario, right? Isn't that right? Is that right?
Toronto.
What's the
city?
Is it the Providence?
Well, I don't know.
It's a province.
It's been a while.
There's 13 in
okay,
Canada.
it's been a while since
it's in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I thought you were asking it. I thought you thought like Toronto was.
No, I'm just
a state or something.
Yeah, Toronto's the city, right?
Right.
Okay.
It's the capital of the province of Ontario.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You were.
That's the question I was asking.
You were. No.
It's Ontario, right? And you looked at me like
I don't
had
know
a
the
disease.
Providence.
Thank you.
I thought you were asking.
No, that's what I was
You
asking.
didn't say Providence. Providence.
Providence is the capital of Rhode Island.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
I just
Province.
said
Been there.
Province.
Yeah.
Not Providence. Province. That's what I was insinuating. It's like, that is Ontario, right? And you looked
And
at
then
me
in
like I had a
Louisiana, they're
disease.
parishes, right? Which has they're kind of loosely connected through. I guess those are French terms. And that
Catholic.
Well, I mean, just where it was settled. There's more French settlement. Anyway, I'll let you go over that because I know you know your world history.
Man, if I was quizzed on this stuff, I would be up on it. But I don't have to take a test since 2017. Why do I have to know any of this stuff?
Just to walk around and have some basic knowledge of how the world works.
Toronto's in Ontario. Obviously, it's still there.
He said
That
with a question
recall
mark.
just said.
The city of Toronto. The trophy will be in the city of Toronto,
In Ontario.
which is not in America.
Yes, correct.
All right.
It's in Canada.
I'll root for the Americans. So, hey, Mock Legal Solutions, 2 locations: Fort Smith, Salisal. Just talking to Matt yesterday. They are busy right now. Criminal law is an area that they have really seen their practice grow because they're good at it. They're really good at it. So if you found yourself, made a mistake, or maybe you've been wrongfully accused of something, or you're involved in a criminal matter, and you've got to go before the judge or maybe a jury soon, it would do you some good to call Jackie Mock. Sit down, have a consultation, let her go over the facts of the matter and get to the bottom of it and go to work for you. 479-769-1505 is the number. Jackie is licensed in Arkansas and Oklahoma, so if your matter is in Sequoia or LaFleur County or really any Oklahoma county or anywhere in Arkansas, Jackie's just a phone call away. 479-769-1505 or go to mocklegalsolutions.com.
SEC update. We'll come back to Governor Jeff Landry of Louisiana, his comments yesterday with the LSU open vacancy. That's next on the Morning Rush.
Text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, home of the Lewis Guarantee.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent
Let's have them on a committee. Why not?
This is the Morning Rush.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Are you an electrician that's looking for a smaller, non-corporate job? Well, I'm here in studio with Sloan Walker of Sloan Electric. Sloan, what do you currently have open?
2 journeyman spots open and a 4th-year apprentice. If you have 1 to 2 years experience with those, you'd be a great fit for my company. We do residential, commercial, and industrial installs. Normal working hours are 8 to 4:30, so you can focus on your home life outside of your career. Best way to get in contact with me is just give me a phone call or text at 479-461-4302. Sloan Electric. We can power up together.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks are back inside the basketball palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
It's the grand reopening sale at Harry Robinson's, Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off 540 in Salisal. Come take a test drive. You're entered to win a Cadillac we're giving away. We've got a full row of great savings and cars you could test drive as part of the manager specials.
Yes, the manager specials, they're cars that have been here just a couple days too long. Our loss is your gain. Come and see us. This is the grand reopening sales event, so we've got some additional money allocated to where we can take some losses on those cars. So come and see us, Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford. We're giving away a Cadillac, Tommy. Come down here and see us. Go on a test drive. All you got to do to get entered, go on a test drive, and you can even get a new F-150 with up to 10 grand off and 72 months at 3.9% financing right now.
Plus, it's the biggest inventory you've had in years.
Yes, this is combined inventory from our Fort Smith location and our Salisal location right here in Salisal, America. Let us make you a deal. Let's make it happen.
Harry Robinson, Salisal Ford, the grand reopening sale, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
Every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally climbed the hill. It's the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
I can tell you right now, Scott Woodward is not selecting the next coach. Hell, I'll let Donald Trump select it before I let him do it. I don't know, but the Board of Supervisors is going to come up with a committee, and they're going to go find us a coach.
So that was LSU, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry at a press conference yesterday, emphatically stating that the athletics director for the University of LSU, or Louisiana State University, I should say, will not be making the next head football coaching hire.
Cut him off at I'd say above the knee. It just took his legs completely
right
out.
In the midsection. Just saying, no, yeah, you can't. You're not doing this. I've seen,
but now it's on the governor. If the next coach doesn't work out, whoever the AD is, can't blame them.
So what's the order that you go?
Well,
Saban first.
I think Saban's probably, that conversation is either happening, has happened. Mm-hmm. I think that's a long shot at best. I don't think Saban's interested in coming back.
Not even.
There's not enough money to really. Yeah, it's not going to be about the money. Is he a guy that needs another title?
He can only stand to ruin his legacy by coming back.
Oh, you guys are looking at this the wrong way.
You think he's going to come back and just rattle off 4 straight till he's done and retired?
I don't think you understand the amount of energy it's going to take to fire that engine back up, to do what has to be done to run a program at that level. I'll be surprised if they can lure Nick Saban into being the head coach at LSU.
It won't be the same Nick Saban that we saw at Alabama. It'll be different. He'll have to be more of the CEO type and let all of these extra NIL, transfer portal, he'll have to be a lot less involved in that. And I don't think Nick Saban is going to be less involved in anything if he's the head coach.
And he got out because he didn't want to deal with that. You can hire a general manager to deal with maybe some of the day-to-day stuff, but the head coach can't be uninvolved in what's going on with NIL and how you're going to value a player.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think he's coming back.
Speaking of Saban, he made some comments to Chris Lowe talking about G League players playing back in college basketball. He says it's absolutely crazy. Why not make these kids professionals, treat them like professionals, and collective bargain the whole thing? Because he feels like a kid could be a backup quarterback in the NFL and then come back to college. Any thoughts on?
Well, that's not what needs to happen. There needs to be collective bargaining, so there has to be a union or some kind of organization, then all the players would have to vote and agree on it, and you could have some standardization. I agree with that. There's no real guardrails now.
Mm-mm.
So every state, every school within those states are making their own rules.
Got the SEC injury report for this upcoming weekend. Arch Manning, I know that's a big one for Vanderbilt at Texas. As far as Arkansas is concerned, Kane Kittler and Amarion Harris on the questionable report last night, which is scary.
Yep.
Starting center.
Yeah, and you got quite a few on the outside of that report, but not just the starting center, which concerns me, but also Amarion Harris not starting. You got Shaq McCroy over there that could step in and play. I think he's played in 6 of the 8 games at this point, but you'd have a freshman in there at center and Cash Courtney, so who's played in 2 games this year. So that is a worry. Now, it's questionable, not out. So, I mean, don't misunderstand what we're saying that Kittler's out, but he is on the injury report.
We'll see if there's an update tomorrow or tonight, and then also on Saturday, of course. So just keep an eye. We'll keep you updated here on ESPN Arkansas. Last thing, Colby Hale, SEC Coach of the Year in soccer. Congratulations to the women's soccer team who has once again taken down the regular season title in this league, and would love to see them advance past the Elite Eight for the first Final Four in the history of that program.
Yeah, and it's time for some of the women's sports to break through. Softball's one of them. Soccer's one of them that are just kind of right there on that edge.
On the cusp.
Of breaking through to the championship level, getting to the Women's College World Series, getting to the championship of soccer. And what do they call it when you get to the final round in soccer? There's a term for that. That'd be probably a Clay question, but it's time for the soccer program to go to the next level. Absolutely, it's time for some of the women's sports to break through. All right, that's your SEC updates brought to you by LureNet.com, the one place online you can find all your favorite brands like Yum, Rebel, Booyah, Smithwick, Original, Suspending Rattling Rogues, Bobby Garland, Baby Shad. They're all there online, so whatever you're gearing up for, they've got it ready to go at LureNet.com. And all orders over $35 in the U.S. get free shipping as well. That's LureNet.com, Arkansas's own LureNet.com.
Kevin is in Rogers this morning here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Kevin, what's up, man?
Hey, Tommy. Hey, Ty. How you guys doing today?
Hey, good morning, Kevin.
Hey, I got to make, I just can't, I usually don't get into this stuff too much, but Jeff Landry, he's a moron. I mean, what governor makes a comment like that? That over his own state program? I mean, that's probably one of the best. I mean, can you name one really good coach that would want to play for knowing a governor's looking over your shoulder? Come on. I mean, that's the best thing that could happen to the middle of the road SEC football teams. I have an idea for him because this is where this is going, and, government shouldn't even make comments like that. But I'll tell you what he needs to do, because that's who, it's more his style and who he could get along with. I understand the contract was crap, but that's just part of football. He needs to go to Alabama, set up a meeting, because I'm sure he talks to him often, and just hire Tommy Tuberville, and he'll be much happier. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Tuberville wants to be governor, too. He wants to be a governor as well. So
he's coming. He's coming back. I'm going to be honest. Maybe on the outside looking in, it diminishes that job a little bit, but it's still LSU. And maybe that job is not as attractive as it was even 5 years ago. But guys, Ed Ogeron won a national championship there.
30 years of, or however long it's been, 80 years of tradition doesn't take away from, an extra from swamp people talking out the side of his mouth a little bit. That's not going to take away from that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it. I think they're still going to get a massive head coach, whoever that is. We're just behind the pecking order. Doesn't matter what their governor says. It's, how coaches say it's about us. Well, it's about us. Like, we don't have the talent in the state. We'll see what the NIL package looks like, or at least what it reportedly looks like. But LSU, quote unquote, diminishing itself I don't think it's going to affect it that much.
Where does Brian Kelly land? Or does he?
Well, Matt Rule just signed an extension with Nebraska, so I don't think he's going to end up in State College.
Kelly needs a really serious, there's some images there, or his public image is not really good right now. There's lots of stuff out about him and all the things that he's done in the past and the way that he treats his players. And you'd be taking a flyer on him at any level. He's just not a player's coach.
Where would he fit? I mean, where does his style and personality, and he seems to be an authoritarian type leader. I'm not sure where he fits right now. Now, you could do a lot worse than Brian Kelly.
What, UCLA?
Somewhere he didn't have to change his accent.
Oklahoma State, Penn State.
Northeast somewhere.
LSU, Florida. What else is open? Help me on this.
Oklahoma
There's like
State.
10. Yeah, I mentioned Oklahoma State. There's some others that are just left. Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, but where does he fit? That's the question.
I think to Colton's point, he's kind of is damaged, at least, or you could say others have damaged.
So maybe
just
an
based
off
on-
year. Maybe he needs a year off.
Go on TV for a bit, come back, and
I'm not even sure he needs to go on TV. I'm not sure that would help him either.
you think just to sit out entirely?
Yeah.
Arkansas could do a lot worse than Brian Kelly. I don't think that is you'd hate him by the end of his tenure, but I think he'd win games here.
It'd come with some more wins.
Yeah, it would come. I don't know where he is going to end up. Do want to mention this. We've yet to do this in the first hour, 40 minutes of the show, and that's my fault. Congratulations to Dirks High School, who won the $1 million.
Yeah, that was announced this morning officially, but they get the $1 million, and that is so great because you talk about a school in need of an overhaul with their football stadium. And I was impressed when we had someone on from the Booster Club
Crystal
last
Green.
week. Yeah, Crystal joined us. They're not going to spin it on field turf. They do want to improve their field, and they're going to get rid of like an 8-foot crown in the middle and get better drainage and some things like that. But they got a lot of needs, and they want to keep the tradition of natural turf there, which is not the trend in sports now at the high school level. So I admire them for that. So they'll get their $1 million will go a long ways. They're going to skip field turf because that would eat up a lot of it right there. So good for them, and congratulations to Dirks and Crystal and that Booster Club did an outstanding job of running this campaign. They were all over it.
They got a lot of people involved, not just in the state but outside the state, and they were going up against a school that, while every school needs improvements, that Oregon school, if you've looked at that campus compared to Dirks, it's not.
They'd put some money into it.
It's not close, yeah.
Brought to you by APAC this morning, 479-587-3300. That's the number for APAC and Standard Materials Group here in Northwest Arkansas. Need rock, sand, gravel, any other aggregates, ready-mix concrete or asphalt for your next project. APAC and Standard Materials Group is the one company to call, the only company to call, 479-587-3300. They are the experts in all of these areas, and they can help you even get your job plan right. They've got access and right there in their office to all the construction consultant services you need as well. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
Speaking of small schools in Arkansas, I want to give Independence County a shout out for what Austin Reeves has been doing.
I'm sure you're getting.
I'll play this.
That's a gift from Minnesota into the hands of Reeves. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Reeves splits the defense. The floater in the paint. It's good. At the buzzer. Austin Reeves does it again.
So he pours in 51 the other night, which he's one of 5 Lakers to do so. Colton, you probably saw this list. Shaq, Kobe, Wilt, and Jerry West are the other names on that list. With Austin Reeves.
Good company.
New York's own. So that was, and then he bangs in that game winner. So he is on a tear that he's never seen before in his collegiate career. And we were talking with Richard about this yesterday. Kid that ended up, I guess, started at Wichita State, goes to Norman, to Oklahoma, and now has wound up undrafted in the NBA. It's cool. I know he didn't go to Arkansas, but it is cool to see him have all the success he's had.
100%. 100%. Some people just develop later in life. They gain the size or the skills or the confidence. I guarantee you hard work's been the number one ingredient to get there, but probably more than that, self-belief. And that's the thing with Austin Reeves. I don't know him, never spoke to him, but clearly he's a guy that bet on himself and never gave up, because a lot of you got to believe you can do these things. Keep working. You got to have people around you that say you're good enough and build you up. And he's making the most of it.
Got to have confidence to wear that headband too.
Yeah, he is. He's also a golfer too. I've been following his golf channel. It's like Hillbilly Golf or something. So in the off season, he'll just travel around and.
Is he pretty good?
He's pretty good. He's a stick. All these different places.
Yeah, all those guys got good hand-eye coordination, and that's the key to it.
You saw it, Isaiah, and now he broke 80. First time playing hardscrabble, and it's remarkable. A lot of these, like you said, these basketball players and quarterbacks and kickers that have that hand-eye coordination. They're talking
athletes.
About
athletes,
stud. But it's getting to see the different courses that he's played across the country is pretty unique.
Well,
so congratulations, Austin. Keep making Arkansas proud, because you're doing it for the second best franchise in the world, and he's the number one option with LeBron out, basically.
Well, you don't have to be the best athlete to go to Gaston's White River Resort. rod and reel combos of all kind. They'll put that in your hand. A little hand-eye coordination, getting the cast out there. Or if you really want to step up, you can do some fly fishing. Speaking of fly fishing, one of the things they do at Gaston's is they have fly fishing experts that will teach you. You'll start in the classroom if you've never done it before, and I'm a novice at best at fly fishing, been a few times, but the casting generally gets people a little intimidated. They get you out there on their runway, do casting lessons, and then get you in the water, get those waders on, and get out there waist deep. And it's really, I don't think anything's more relaxing than fly fishing on the White River when the water's just right and find the right, kind of the right drift, and it's a lot of fun. And I think if you sat through one of their classes, one of their experts, and then kind of taught you the knots, and kind of taught you the science, if you will, and the art behind fly fishing, it would probably become a passion of yours like it has for so many in our state. And we are so blessed to have the White River that is right here in our state. I mean, the premier trout stream in all of North America is in our own backyard. It doesn't get any better than the White River. Gaston's is the place to hook you up with all of that. So if you'd like to learn to fly fish, or maybe just get some fly fishing lessons, get one of their guides to really take your fly fishing game to the next level. 870-431-5202. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time, every time.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The two guys that Arkansas added up front are going to make a major impact for this team.
This is the Morning Rush.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your winter with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon Raisin Biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
It's football season, and that means tailgate parties and gathering with friends. River Point Wine and Spirits has all your favorite party supplies. You'll love our clean, organized store full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Wrath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and upgrade to the road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle of your choice and get state sales tax paid. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, wrathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
Answer the phone. Well, I tried calling him.
Call us immediately on the hotline.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive hotline at 877-377-6963.
Call the hotline.
Anything to add, Coach?
Actually, yes.
Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems. Serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years. Home of the Lewis Guarantee.
I remember a long time ago, we were on a bus ride back from Long Beach State to Ogden, Utah. And, you know, about 2 hours in, it was a long bus ride. So about 2 hours in, the bus starts getting a little bit noisier, and I guess I must have looked a little agitated or something, because one of our older assistant coaches said, "Hey, Coach, don't worry about it. It always stays longer with you than it does with the players."
Well, I'm going to guess that Petrino has been as mad, if not angrier, than any one of how this season's gone thus far, and especially some of these close games that have resulted in an Arkansas loss.
Yeah, I think letting go of that is a hard thing for a young coach to probably figure out how to cope and deal with the emotion of loss. So, hey, finding the right financing model for your current home or maybe building a brand new one is easier than ever when you stop by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. 25 locations in our state. Let their experts guide you from start to finish, or you can log on to myaglender.com and see all the financing options that are offered by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. Making dreams come true for more than 100 years. Find them online, Farm Credit of Western Arkansas, at myaglender.com.
So throughout the show, we've kind of played a coaching, air quotes, candidate and given in kind of an instant reaction like
Lane Kiffin.
Baton Rouge bound. That's kind of my thought about Lane Kiffin being a guy. Any thoughts to kind of my statement there? Options. That's a good way to put it.
He'll have lots of options.
He will. Colton?
No chance in hell
that he comes to Arkansas. Yeah. You always, as I continue to watch him have success, you just wonder what could have been. I guess that's probably more the phrase I would put over Baton Rouge bound is what could have been. Watching the success he's had in Oxford, Mississippi. And as you alluded to earlier, if Elijah Moore doesn't lift up his leg and act like he's peeing, Matt Luke's still the head coach. Ole Miss wins that game. And Lane Kiffin's probably your head coach, but we'll never know. We'll never know. Dang you, Elijah Moore. Why'd you have to do that? All right, halftime's coming up in just a bit. Matt Elson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Big C on the way. We're back tomorrow. Final show, Football Friday at 9 a.m. Excited about it. Getting ready for Arkansas and Mississippi State.
Need a new fence but not ready to pay all at once? The Fence Man, serving Fort Smith for over 40 years, offers 18-month financing so you can secure your home or